Hello there and welcome to another Starfield ship review video. In today's video we're going to be looking at the Ecliptic Rapier. Now this ship, it's kind of a tricky one because you can't, to my knowledge, you can't purchase it. It's unique to the mercenary faction, the Ecliptics. So in order to get it, you basically need to steal it from them. And that can be kind of tricky because, like the Crimson Fleet, the Ecliptics have many different types of ships, which I will try and get to reviewing when I unlock them or find them. So you have to kind of find them, and then you have to get lucky and hope that they wield this ship against you, and then you have to board it and steal it. So it's a very cool looking ship. It's got sleek black style. It's a Nova Galactic ship, mainly, as you can see from all of the exterior, like these slanted sections, and then obviously the bridge. But like I said, very, very cool ship. It's clearly been what its original purpose is for, we'll never know. Ecliptic basically modified it to be a combat vessel, as you can see by the weapons. So looking at the stats, it's got 500 fuel, which is 580 fuel, I apologize, which is, yeah, it's decent enough. It's got 1k base hull, which is phenomenal. Like, if this thing's shield drops at all, you're going to be able to still brawl, which is really nice. It's only got 611 storage, which kind of makes me think that, or it reinforces my thinking that this is a combat vessel. And then if we look at it, its modules, it's got a B-class reactor with 28 power, which is quite good. That's a lot of power. It's got a crew of 5, 27 light year jump range, which is very, very good. It's kind of interesting. You wouldn't expect combat vessels to have a really high jump range, you know, but this one does. But then I guess the Ecliptics, they probably don't have like motherships that they can rely on to transport their combat vessels, so they have to do it themselves. 900 shields. This is insane. Like, I have, on my combat ship, I have a Vanguard shield that requires you to complete the Vanguard quest line that gives me 1,000 shield. And that thing is pricey and hard to get. So the fact that this ship comes with 900 shields, it's just, like, phenomenal shield. Like, that in the hull, this is a combat vessel that would be hard to crack. Like, I had difficulties trying to board this because, yeah, I was facing, I think, 2 of them and another smaller Ecliptic ship. And it was tricky. It took me a couple of attempts. But yeah, it's got triple weapons. It's got lasers, ballistic, and missiles. 7 laser, which is just that singular laser there. It's got 78 ballistic, which I think they're like, it's got some sort of railguns there on the front thrusters, the braking thrusters. And then it's got missiles, as you can see underneath. It's got 1 bank of missiles. You could probably upgrade that to 2. So the price, it says it's valued at 213,000. Obviously, you can't buy this, to my knowledge. You may be able to buy it. I have yet to see it yet, but I'm assuming you can't, as it's unique to the Ecliptic. If you go to sell it, you're only going to get about 10%, so you're only going to get 21k for it. But yeah, let's go look at it. So as you can see, very sleek, very sexy, if I could say. I'm going to get a quick overview of it. It definitely gives, like, stealth ship vibes, like something that just sits out in the black of space. And it's just kind of like, you know, like this ship, it'll just, like, imagine you're just on your adventures one day in your little cargo hauler, and then, like, on your scopes, this ship just appears. And, like, within minutes, your engines are gone and you're being raided by Ecliptic mercs. But yeah, really, really nice ship. Let's go board it. So it's got this quite elongated bridge that hangs out over the ship, which is it's interesting. Just being a combat vessel, it does seem weird having the bridge there, but obviously Starfield's not as, like, super hardcore sci-fi when it comes to combat. We've got a nice entryway here. Got some storage options, which I always like to see. I'm gonna rub all them even though. And then we've got a ladder going up to the ship, so let's board it. So immediately we are greeted by a 1x1 entryway storage room. And then back here where these two, I don't know where he's gone, he just disappeared. This is an engine room here. A 3x1 engine room. It's nice, it's got a little seating area for if, you know, you're feeling tired.
Let me guess.
And then, yeah, 3x1 engine room. ladder going up to the next floor. We'll check in a minute. We've got a left and right side. On this left side, we have an armory, which is really nice to see. We got some chairs there. I like seeing armories on ships because it's nice to be able to store stuff. Also, having this mannequin, it's only some ships have the mannequin as part of their armory, which is really, really nice. Wait, is that what I think it is? Baroon. That weapon, I am using it now, by the way, god tier weapon. I don't know if they, like, accidentally mess with a value, but this thing one-shots most enemies. And then the opposite side here, we have a nice living quarters. It's a bit messy, but it is what it is. Oh, you left me to sit down. Fair enough. We got a nice corner couch. Nova Galactic ships, I really, really like their interiors. As you can see, like, they look like they cater more to, like, families than, like, say, like, businesses. You know, looks like kind of an RV type setup. But yeah, so we're gonna take this ladder. So directly above us, this is another 1x1 storage that leads to the docking port. That's probably why this is here at the back. So we're going to drop back down and keep heading through, back the way we came. So like most ships, immediately after entering, you have a computer room for your crew. Control room, I believe is the correct term. Which it's nice, get that extra 5 crew slots. And then it leads us to here. We have the entry. Okay, so I will say, from the exterior, this bridge didn't look very combat capable, but just looking at the interior, I take it back. This looks like a combat vessel bridge. So you've got the pilot seat, and then you've got 2 seats here at the back with viewing stations. We'll say co-pilot and navigator. So it looks daunting from the outside. It looks different. But the inside, as you can see, we've got a lot of space. So yeah, just look at that. Look at that sleek profile. It's very Arrowhead. Really, really nice. Let's take it off.
Let's put this bird into space.
A lot of lifting thrusters. Which is nice. And then it's got engines on the back. Oh, it's got two different sets, so it looks like it's got some decent thrusting capabilities. That's what she said.
Apogee kick complete.
So looking at the pips, as you can see, my shield, I have a guy for my shield. So like that's why it's a little green. It increases my shield slightly. So we have, with all of our pips engaged, we can basically put points to everything but the grav drive, which is nice. Do a quick weapons test. We've got lasers here, a singular laser. We've got 2 ballistic, yeah, they're railgun-esque weapons, but they're rapid-fire ones. You can fire them continuously. And then we've got missiles. We can fire 4 missiles before the recharge. So it's definitely, this ship is definitely, like, kitted for combat. We'll do a quick speed test. 170-ish speed, probably pushing 172. Really good base speed. Do the boost speed now. So it can boost to about 680. So this is a fast ship, which you kind of, just looking at it, it kind of tells you that already. So we'll do a quick. Okay, this is it's not the fastest. I'd say it's above average, like on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being quite fast. I'd give it a 7. It's definitely not slow. And then we have the yaw. Again, that's quite fast. I'd say that's like an 8. And then the roll. Roll is kind of slow. They always tend to be slow. I don't think the roll, like the mobility stat affects the roll. But yeah, that was the Ecliptic Rapier. So like I said, in order to get it, it's a bit tricky. You can't just go buy it. You're going to have to come across Ecliptics and then hope that they field one of these ships against you. I'm going to go on a limb and say this is probably their highest tier ship you face. So it's going to be rare, lower level as you level up. Like I'm almost level 50 and they always seem to field these ships against me. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.